Ladies and gentlemen, scholarship recipients, past scholarship recipients, Union League members and guests, good evening and welcome. My name is Jim Dunnigan. I am a member of the Legacy Foundation Board of Trustees and a member of the Scholarship Interview Committee. It's my pleasure to welcome you here this evening to the 65th Annual Union League Scholarship Award Ceremony. So now that you are all comfortably seated, I'm going to ask you to stand and join Sarah Mash, a 2021 Union League Scholar, as she leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And I would ask you to remain standing for the invocation, which tonight is offered by Robert Cavalier, Vice President of Activities and the Union League Foundation. Sarah, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Lord, we thank you for the gifts of today and of every day. We thank you most especially for the gift of our great nation, which has given hope and freedom to so many in the world. We ask your blessing on our generous benefactors and all those educators, volunteers, family members, and others who have had a part in developing the wonderful scholars we celebrate tonight. We ask for your continued blessing on all of our leaders, especially public servants and members of the military who protect us. And we ask that you continue to bless our patriotic institution, the Union League, and all of its members. May they continue to live their lives in harmony with our motto, love of country leads. Lord, we ask for your blessings on the Legacy Foundation and all those who benefit from its work, most especially tonight's incoming class of scholars. Bless the food which you place before us and those who are providing it. We ask this in your name, amen.
Please be seated. And now I take great pleasure in introducing to you the 72nd President of the Union League of Philadelphia, Mr. Craig Mills.
On behalf of the Board of Directors and the entire membership of the Union League, I am honored to offer our congratulations to the Union League and the able scholars, not just for the scholarship that you have won tonight, which is merely an acknowledgement of all the achievements that came before it, and the talent that brought you here tonight. The Union League was founded in 1862 in the depths of the Civil War to support President Lincoln and try to hold our country together when there were wrong-minded people in the country who sought to tear our union apart through force and violence. For the past 159 years, we've been a civic and charitable leader in our nation, in our city, in our local communities. Just as in 1862, there are wrong-minded people in America who seek to tear us apart through force and violence. We saw it here in Philadelphia last May and June. We saw it at the Capitol building in January, and we see it almost nightly in Portland and in Seattle. But just as in 1862, the Union League is here to help unify and strengthen our nation, not with cannonballs and muskets these days, but through philanthropy and education. This is the mission of our Legacy Foundation and the reason behind the programming and educational opportunities that we offer. Because we know that the one thing that's more powerful than a sharp and a well-balanced sword is a sharp and a well-balanced mind. I hope that tonight is the beginning of a meaningful relationship between you and the League, that you will return often Keep us updated on your accomplishments and take advantage of all that the Union League and its members have to offer. I encourage you to get to know our members. There are over 4,000 of us. They're the most successful people in the Philadelphia region, and they are leaders in every field, industry, or area of endeavor that you can imagine or even think you can imagine. No matter what it is you want to do or think you want to do, there's someone here who's already been successful in that field and can't wait to help you find your own success in that field. Over the next 4 years, our scholars will be invited to programs that will explore the Constitution and other topics that are vital to our nation and to the world. And I'll hope you will attend as many as possible. Let me now take a moment to congratulate and thank the parents that are here tonight. Mom and Dad, my wife Liz and I are parents of 3 grown children. So we know that to raise a strong, courageous, honest child in America or anywhere else these days is not always easy. There are a lot of challenges. You're never sure whether to hold them up or hold them back. You're never sure whether you're helping or you're getting in the way. And there are so many risks, so many pitfalls and traps that you worry about that catch even the best and brightest sometimes. But from what your sons and daughters have shown us, I can say without fear of contradiction that you have done one hell of a job. So thank you and congratulations for your own achievement. My sincere thanks and congratulations also go to the Legacy Foundation leadership. My friend Jim Dunnigan, who was head of the scholarship committee, my friend Stephen Target, and who's the program director, and Joan Carter of the Legacy Board, who is also, I'm happy to say, my friend. We're a friendly group around here. Your leadership and tireless work on behalf of these scholars is what makes this evening and this program possible. And finally, my special thanks to Joan and Will Abel. It's their vision and generosity that created the Able Scholarships, of which we are so particularly proud, because they honor the best of the best amongst our professional staff, which, as we all know, is the best in the world. I'm glad to be here with you tonight to celebrate these remarkable young men and women. And so once again, congratulations, thank you. And as we say around here from time to time, may God bless the United States and the Union League of Philadelphia.
Thank you, President Mills. Let's see if I can separate my papers from yours. We'll get this. The scholarship dinner is indeed a very special night, and I think tonight is even more special because we are together here in person in this beautiful building, in this beautiful hall, in the historic League House. And as President Mills said, we hope this is the first of many, many opportunities for visits that you will make to the League over your college career and after. And certainly, you know, the challenges we've all had in this pandemic, but, and I talked to some of the young folks here tonight, you particularly have been, I think, burdened and challenged as you've finished up your high school careers and now embark on your college careers. But this opportunity to be in person as we hopefully are at the maybe 9th inning of all this is particularly a special evening. So I know all the League members are thrilled to be back here, and we're thrilled to have you celebrate this at the League with us. So this evening, we have 2 parts of our award ceremony. The first part will be our Able Scholars, which will take place in a moment. And the second will be our Union League Scholars, which will occur after dinner. So to get us started with our Able Scholarship presentation and to introduce our first scholar, please welcome to the stage Chair of the Program Committee of the Union League Legacy Foundation, Steve Target.
Well, good evening, everybody, and how wonderful is it to be back here at the Union League. Thank you to the staff and everybody that was able to get us back. Before I introduce Donya, I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight. and for joining us to celebrate these remarkable young men and women that I know we all look forward to meeting, but also to recognize the hard work of the Scholarship Committee and to those dedicated to the future leaders of our city, our state, and the country. Well, now I'm proud to introduce to you Donya Roland. Donya is a senior at Freire Charter High School here in Philadelphia. She's the daughter of our own Maurice Roland, an 8-year employee here at the Union League, the end of the Union League. She's joined here tonight also by her mother, Soretta, and of course her brother, Donovan, who you're going to meet in a couple minutes. Donya also has an older sister, 2 older brothers who couldn't join us this evening. Donya enjoys being involved in her school. She has participated in Freire News Live, Art Club, Drama, Anime Club, and quoted in her reference letter, Donya never does anything halfway. As you'll see, Donya is an infectious personality who lights up those around her. She's excited to attend Wilkes University this fall, where she plans to study criminology. Donya, I have no doubt that you will succeed and bright things are ahead for you. Congratulations on your ABLE scholarship. So I'm going to award you the scholarship. We're going to pose for a picture. Congratulations. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Amara Briggs.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so honored to be here and to present the next ABLE scholarship, Donovan Roland. To answer everyone's question, yes, Donovan and Donya are twins. They are very different characters though, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to Donovan. Donovan is a senior at Independence Charter High School. I won't repeat those who are with him tonight, but know they are undoubtedly very proud of him. Donovan participated for years with a group called Students Run Philly Style, a group that inspired him to be actively engaged athlete who set goals. He has also participated in his school's talent show. A really special thing about Donovan is his big heart and his desire to help everyone. I'm really happy to share that Donovan will attend Morgan State this fall, where he hopes to pursue his degree in psychology. Donovan, it is a pleasure and congratulations on your ABLE scholarship.
And you were introducing. Sorry.
I'm now, it's my pleasure to introduce Joan Abel to present the next award.
Good evening, everyone. It's really fun to be here back at the Union League, place that I really enjoy coming to. I am Joan Abel, and my husband and I have had such pleasures in setting up the scholarship, and we have met some amazing students. Let me add the thanks for all of you being here tonight. I am honored to celebrate these young men and women. The program was created to recognize the children and dependents of the Union League employees. And the most thing we appreciate every day when we come to the Union League are our amazing employees. So I have the pleasure now to introduce our third ABLE scholar this year, Kendall O'Neill. Kendall is a senior at Downingtown West. She is the daughter of Cheryl O'Neill, who is one of our newest official Union League employees through our newest companion amenity, the Liberty Hill. Kendall is also joined here by her father, Tom. And back at home, she has an older brother and sister. I didn't think it would be possible to fit more into Kendall's schedule than what she has done for herself. She is on the cross-country team, and she is the captain. She's a student council leader, a member of French Honor Society, National Honor Society, plays lacrosse, and she still finds time to work and to volunteer. And one particular thing that I love personally is that she does is foster puppies with her family. She does everything from bottle feeding to training. Kendall will attend Monmouth University this fall, where she will study health sciences. Kendall, congratulations and welcome to the Union League community.
That completes the first part of our program. Please enjoy your dinner, and we'll be back with the rest of the award ceremony after you enjoy your meal. Thank you. Have water there. Yeah, should be good. Thank you.
For the introduction of the Union Scholars, if you want to stand there like you did. Obviously, there's a lot more of them, so if you also want to sit down, but it was perfect. Actually, what you did before was help me direct.
Oh, yeah,
us.
yeah. Everybody gets here. I'll give you those papers. I think we need this. Good. And I have Max. Yep.
I'll give you, I'll just touch base. with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention and unfortunately interrupt some of that dinner conversation, we'll get back to our program. I don't know about the rest of you, but I enjoyed that dinner. That was delicious. It's nothing like a Union League dinner in Lincoln Hall. Before we meet our 2021 Union League scholars, I want to take a moment to recognize the previous scholarship award recipients who are with us tonight. So if you would please stand as I call your name and maybe hold your applause to the end. Eric Gon, have I got that right? Eric here? Maybe not. Javon Torres. Here he is. Most of my instructions don't get followed very well anyway. So, Anthony Chope. Anthony, here we are in the back. Sade Willingham. Welcome. Alec DeGardo. Welcome, Alec. Victoria Maloney. Catherine Nguyen. Kevin Deweese. Madison Thompson. Kyria DeVore. John Cordero. Carrie Solonic. And Joe Yanni. Congratulations. Thank you for coming back and visiting us. It's great to support our new recipients, and for those current recipients, you get an idea that you'll be able to participate in these award dinners going forward. I'm going to go off script for just a second. I just want to say one of the most encouraging things that I get a chance to do is to be a member of the interview committee. If you want to be encouraged about the future of our country, getting the opportunity to participate in these interviews. The last 2 years, we've had to do them by Zoom. I appreciate the cooperation of all the students who were able to do that. But even by Zoom, you really get a wonderful idea of what the fabric of our youth is doing. They're represented here tonight, but I'm very encouraged about the future of our country. So it's a fun part of the job that I get to do. It's a little bit of work, but the satisfaction coming out of that is significant. So to the Legacy Foundation, thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that. And you should all be encouraged about what we can look forward to. So all of these scholars began their journey with the Union League through the Good Citizen Day. For 73 years, that program occurred here at the Union League. Last year, because of the pandemic, we had a virtual program. Therefore, most of our 2021 scholars, this is their first time they have been at the Union League. So despite the challenges of a virtual format, the Good Citizen Day program of last fall was a great success. So please join me and recognize some of the leadership that has made that program such a meaningful event. The incoming chair of the Good Citizen Day Committee, Steve Avarillo. Steve, where are you? Please stand up. And our great Legacy Foundation staff, you just were introduced to Joe Yanni, a past scholarship winner. Joe, thank you. Kira Foley-Tusman, our Chief Administrative Officer, who makes all this run there in the corner. And I'm also pleased to recognize the newest member of the Legacy Foundation staff. She has been a leader at the League as the chair of the Women's Committee and the Good Citizen Day Executive Committee. Our new Director of Development for the Legacy Foundation, Kristen Moran, right here in front. Welcome, Kristen. And lastly, the Executive Director of the Legacy Foundation, most of you who all know John Miko. Thanks, John. So we have gathered in this room with some of the most extraordinary people from this historic patriotic institution. This room represents the leadership of the Legacy Foundation, the dedicated staff, the generous donors, and the leadership of the League. I'm truly humbled to work with so many talented and generous people, and my thanks to everyone here this evening. It is because of you that this program is possible, so thank you. These Union League and ABLE scholarships are just one part of the many programs of the Legacy Foundation. Inspired by the United States Constitution and the history, spirit, and values of the League, the Legacy Foundation's mission is to create a more informed, engaged citizen leaders. We do this through exhibits, tours, civic education programs, publications, research, and through lecture programs. Last year, for example, the Legacy Foundation presented over 90 distinct programs that reached over 50,000 people. So now it is time to meet some of these future leaders, our Union League scholars. To introduce this year's class, each of our scholarship committee members will come to the stage. They'll introduce a recipient and then allow this recipient a chance to make a few remarks. As I mentioned to John, some of my clergy friends suggest that a good sermon has a good beginning, a good ending, and the two of those as close together as possible. So brief is a good piece there, but we look forward to your remarks. So our first scholar will be introduced by committee member Monica Duval-Dalella. Monica.
Okay, hello, everyone, and thank you for coming here to celebrate all of these remarkable young men and women we have here today. I have the pleasure of introducing Jacob Rugamentic. He is a senior at Roman Catholic High School. He's here with his parents, Christina and Gerald, who are sitting at table 6, which is the best table here we've established. Jacob also has a younger brother and sister who are not with us today. Jacob is a very remarkable and accomplished young man. He is currently the captain of his school's mock trial team. He's done that for 4 years. He has been an altar server for 5 years. He has been a member of the band. He is a student ambassador. He's a member of SAD. He's a member of the theater club. He has been a leader with Kairos and Speak Up. So he really is a natural leader. He's very accomplished. We've been talking all about his academic prowess as well. He's taking 3 AP exams this week, 1 tomorrow, and yet he is here with us, which I think is pretty remarkable. Starting this fall, he is going to be pursuing a degree in biology at the University of Scranton. He plans to go into pre-med. He would like to be a cardiologist, which his mother told me that is something that he's been planning since he was very small. So he's also pretty driven and follows through, which is another quality that we all really appreciated in him. So congratulations on being a Union League Scholar, Jacob.
Good evening, everyone. I would just like to thank all of you for your presence here tonight, and thank you to those who aren't here with us. I would like to thank my mom and dad who are here with me tonight, who have instilled in me the values and the hardworking attitude that is why you see me here tonight. I'd like to thank all of the beneficiaries of the Legacy Foundation, especially the Templeton family, whose generous contribution to the Legacy Foundation will fund my education at the University of Scranton as a biology major with a focus on pre-med. With that education, I hope to become a doctor with a specialty in cardiology and further show the ideals of the Union League and the great ideals of our nation. And just thank you so very much for having me here tonight. I'm very honored for this award and scholarship opportunity.
Will Abel will introduce our next awardee.
Good evening. It's very hard to outdo my wife. She always does a much better job than I do. But before I start with the introduction, this scholarship is through the generosity of Leroy Keene. And Leroy has been on the scholarship committee and has been a member of the league for many, many years, and has given his time and his wealth to establish this particular scholarship. It makes me very happy to have had the opportunity to work with Leroy and know Leroy over the years. I'm happy to introduce Nicolette Sullivan. Nicolette is a senior at Cab Calloway School of the Arts in Delaware. She is here tonight with her mom, Maria. Back home, she has 2 younger sisters and many pets. Nicolette is smart and already accomplished young woman who enjoys celebrating her Argentina background. Her passion is playing in the symphonic orchestra. Appropriate, she was nominated for the Good Citizens Award through the Philadelphia Youth Organization. She has played with PYO for the past 5 years. And in addition to the 3 years with the Temple Prep Youth Chamber Orchestra, Nicolette dreams to be a violinist and play in a professional orchestra. Hopefully, this is ad lib. I hope she comes back to Philadelphia and plays with the Philadelphia Orchestra. Hopefully, her next steps will get her close to the goal. Nicolette plans to attend New England Conservatory of Music this fall, where she will study music performance. I am thrilled to add that Nicolette is receiving the first ever Kane Family Scholarship, which was made possible through a generous gift by Leroy Kane. Thank you and welcome. Nicolette.
Good evening. I wanted to say thank you very much to everyone and all the benefactors, especially the Kane family, for giving me this scholarship. And without this scholarship, it would have been I wouldn't have been able to go to New England Conservatory of Music to pursue my dream to become a musician. So I thank you all very much. And I also wanted to thank my sisters and my mother for all of their support throughout the years and for really encouraging me to pursue my passion. And I wanted to thank Maestro Scaglione for always supporting me and helping me develop into the musician I am today. Thank you very much, everyone.
This one. Nicolette, she signed. She's got to sign. Next. My next young man who's going to introduce the next scholar is my good friend, Dr. Gary Dorsheimer.
Good evening, all. I'm proud to introduce our next Union League Scholar tonight, Sarah Mash. Sarah is a senior at Lansdowne Catholic. She's joined tonight by her mom, Marge. Having lost her dad just a few months ago, I have no doubt he's here tonight with her in spirit as well. Sarah is a special young woman, as she was clearly evident from our interview with her. She's very involved in school with theater, chorus, band, stage crew, and student government. Her passion has been robotics. In fact, you're not going to believe this, but Sarah shared with us during her interview that she transferred to Lansdowne Catholic specific for the robotics team, and I think she did some pretty amazing things with them. As if that wasn't enough, Sarah is also a STEM honor student. Someday I hope to be as well-rounded as Sarah is. Sarah's excited to attend Dickinson College this fall, where she will study criminal justice, political science. She also notes probably a minor in history, probably a minor in something else. And she hopes to be a national park ranger, as she said, probably more in the city, so that she can stay close to helping the national parks and other things just excel as we would expect one of our Union League scholars to do. Her scholarship tonight is made possible in part by the generosity of the Ladies Committee of the Union League. As many of you know, they've been tireless fundraisers over many years for the scholarship program. So Sarah, congratulations.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for having me here. I'm incredibly grateful. I'd first like to thank the Ladies Committee for funding my scholarship. And I know this year has been very difficult for all of us, so it's very exciting to be able to see everyone's face here. And this year has been very hard for me and my mom also, and I'd like to thank her for being my #1 supporter and pushing me to achieve all that I have. And I believe that she's a big part of the reason why I'm here tonight. So thank you, everyone, for having me and for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Our next introduction will be by committee member Ernie Smith. I know the feeling, Ernie. I know the feeling. What's worthwhile is worthwhile waiting for.
Well, I don't know. Well, it is for the student, I can tell you that. You know, it's great to be here tonight. It's really great to see the place open. The last time I had a meal at the League House was February a year ago, and what a wonderful occasion, you know, to be able to celebrate my first meal this evening. At any rate, it's my great pleasure to introduce Jonathan Bear. He's a senior at Central High School. He comes to the Union League through the Settlement Music School, where, of course, he got his Good Citizen Award. He's accompanied by his parents tonight, David and Dana Bear, and he has a younger brother at home. At Central, Jonah has a marvelous academic record, a very high GPA. In his SATs, he scored 1520. You know, that's close to perfect. Music has been a very important part of his life. He started playing the violin and the piano at age 5. At Central, he participated in the orchestra and a number of music programs. He was very active at the Settlement Music School, where he too was involved in many of their operations. Back at Central, he was a member of the Math Club, a member of the National Honor Society. And I understand at Central, they have something like 600 students in a class. So, I mean, this really says something, doesn't it? He also played, he was involved for the last 4 years in the hockey league. And he has a number of other activities. He plans to enter the University of Pennsylvania this fall. He's still deciding on majors, possibly physics or computer science. Whatever he takes, we know that he will do very well. So it's a great honor tonight to present Jonah with the Union League Scholarship, a well-deserving young man. Thank you. Get this open and we take a picture and then you can say a few remarks. Oh, okay.
Good evening, everyone. I am honored to be here and to be a recipient of the scholarship. Firstly, I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me and guiding me through my education. And secondly, I'd like to thank the committee who selected me for this award and everyone who makes the scholarship possible for supporting my education and giving me this opportunity to attend the University of Pennsylvania. Thank you.
Our next introduction will be by Arlene Yocum, a committee member and Union League board member.
Well, good evening, and I'd like to join in thanking everyone for coming out tonight for this very special evening. And I have the honor of introducing Kendall Battles. Kendall is a senior at Boys Latin, which is a charter school here in Philadelphia. He is joined by his mother, Kimberly, and his father and older sister couldn't make it tonight. Kendall impressed us immediately in his interview. He's mature and poised, and that's not easy to come across in a Zoom interview. His academic accomplishments are impressive. Among them are National Honor Society, and he is the president of the school. He's in the Honor Council. And I learned tonight he's the valedictorian this year. Those are big deals. But academics isn't everything to Kendall. He happens to be, among other things, on the bowling team. And he is the captain of the bowling team. And a few days before our interview, he scored a perfect game -1. So there's a little room for improvement, right, Kendall? What was very interesting about, one of the many interesting things about Kendall's interview was that he was joined by his dog, Laura. Laura came into the Zoom interview, sat next to Kendall, politely nodded at our questions, and admired every answer that Kendall gave. And Kendall never skipped a beat. So that was fun to watch. Kendall will be attending Robert Morris University. He'll be studying criminal justice and, of course, on the bowling team. So Kendall, let me present you with the scholarship. We'll have a picture and you can say a few words.
Hello, everyone. So first off, I just want to say thank you all for coming here and congrats to the other league scholarship members and everyone who received the scholarship tonight. I know the guys have worked incredibly hard, and I just want to say I'm really happy for everyone who received the scholarship tonight. On that note, I just want to say thank you to my mom, my godmother, and my entire family for raising me to be the man that I am today. I want to thank Mr. David Hardy, who was the founder of Boys Line in Philadelphia, for giving me the opportunity to go to a school that I could thrive and it also helped me become who I am at this current moment. I want to thank all the donors for making the scholarship possible. And lastly, I want to thank my dog. Unfortunately, she cannot be here tonight, but she is keeping my sister and other cat very company at this moment. She's probably laying in bed right now, just napping at this point. So I just want to thank her because before she came onto the call, I was actually kind of nervous during the interview, but but when she got on and she was like licking me and all that stuff like she always does, it actually loosened me up and it helped me calm me down, and I was able to answer all the questions and be my best self that I could possibly be. So with that, I just want to say thank you to everyone and congratulations to the other scholarship recipients.
Kendall, given the direction of my golf game, I may have a growing interest in bowling, so I'll have to look you up. Our next introduction will be made by committee member Paul Becker.
So I'm very happy to introduce Meredith Criswell. Meredith is a senior at Springfield Senior High School. She is joined here tonight by her parents, Philip and Dowling, and Meredith is the youngest of 5 siblings. Meredith is a student of very diverse interests. She's involved with everything from the German club to student government, cross country, and she's played for the last 4 years for her ice hockey team, which this year she's the captain. So Meredith enjoys being a very active member of the school's community. In addition, she has her expert marksmanship through the National Rifle Association, and she's a certified lifeguard. So it's very diverse. So this is my favorite part. Meredith is excited to attend Penn State this year. So, and as a fellow alumni of Penn State, my wife is also, I'm really excited for her. It's a terrific university. And she's going to study electrical engineering. So that's quite an accomplishment. So Meredith, congratulations on becoming a Union League Scholar.
I am absolutely honored to be here tonight. Thank you all for coming. First off, I would like to thank Mighty Moose Girls Ice Hockey for teaching me my passions in life, which is ice hockey. My parents and family and friends back at home, if y'all are watching, thank you guys so much for making me who I am today and shaping me to the person I am. And lastly, I want to thank the Union League for sponsoring me and helping me on my pursuit of education.
Maxwell, would you like to join me? I have the pleasure of introducing our next recipient. I'm proud to introduce Maxwell Brenneman. Maxwell is a senior at the High School for Creative and Performing Arts here in Philadelphia, where he is an instrumental music major. He is here tonight with his mother Iris and his older sister Hannah. And he has another older sister as well. I think a twin sister, right? Or your twin sister, Hannah. Maxwell, you'll find, is deeply involved in his school's community. He has participated in his school's mock trial, the gardening club, and the student council. He's part of the All Philadelphia Jazz Ensemble, orchestra, and concert band for the last 5 years. Maxwell has worked as a bassoon teacher, a teacher's assistant, a production assistant. He has volunteered with the Sunrise Climate Initiative, and he took an extra educational programs through the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts. This fall, Maxwell is looking forward to attending the Rhode Island School of Design to pursue his degree. Maxwell also has the honor of becoming the first Charles Kurz II Educational Fund Scholar, a gift made possible through Charles Kurz. So thank you. Maxwell, congratulations.
I want to thank everyone for being here tonight to celebrate all of our scholars. Congrats to all of the other scholars, and I want to especially thank the Kurz family for making this possible. I would not be able to go to a school like RISD without their generous contribution. I also want to thank my family, my mother Iris, and my sister Hannah, and also my sister who couldn't be here tonight, Sophie. They have been the most supportive people in my life, and I'm so glad that I got the chance to come to this great city and feel right at home, not only in Philadelphia, but at the Union League too. You guys are great. I want to thank Joe and John. This process has been amazing, and I look forward to our continued relationship. So thank you so much.
Can't go away with your prize. Our last introduction is Steve Alvarillo. Steve, please. The incoming chair of our Good Citizen Day Committee.
Thank you, Jim. I am honored to join you here this evening, and to all your parents out there who this is your first and maybe last time, I want to say this is my first time too at a scholarship dinner, and I am just as thrilled as you are, and I don't think the thrill will ever go away. So it is my great pleasure to introduce our last scholar, and certainly not our least. I'd like to introduce you to Devin Cayley, who is an exceptional young man. I got to meet him tonight, and I got to know his folks. He's joined by his mother, Jeannie, and his father, Gary, tonight, who are very enthusiastic, of course. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Devin, but before I do, I want to say that everyone, like every one of our scholars, you know, you'll get a synopsis of his achievements here tonight. And there's no way we can encapsulate all that he's about or all that any of them are about, but this is the best of them, right? So we try to capture it. So I've got a few facts here that we'll try to impart to you. He's a senior at Central Bucks East. Devin has spent some time at Valley Forge Military Academy, which is where he was nominated for the Good Citizen Day Award. It comes to us through a somewhat unusual path. Devin was adopted when he was a young child by Jeannie at the time, who took him in, and he is completely wanted. A couple of years later, Gary joined their lives, and they've been a family ever since. And I've got the opportunity to spend some time with them, and they are just a wonderful group of folks. Devin's special, right? Just like everyone, the rest of them. He's got a lot of accomplishments here. So at school, he's been active with the drill team, the honor guard, the choir, Key Club. He was an Intelligencer Realty. The list goes on and on. He plays violin. He taught himself to play the piano. During COVID, he taught himself to play the guitar and learned Day Tripper by the Beatles, right? First song he learned how to play. He worked at McDonald's as a camp counselor. He's also participated in many educational programs, and he's a National Honor Scholar, NHS recipient. So it's fitting, and he's also been involved in leadership, Pennsylvania Free Enterprise Program, and the Summer Leadership Challenge, et cetera, right? They all go on. Fittingly, tonight, Devin is awarded the first ever Ellie Haupt Scholarship, and we at the League know of Ellie Haupt, and it's our pleasure to provide this scholarship. Devin will be attending Drexel University in the fall and studying architecture, where he will, I'm sure, design great things and do wonderful things. So Devin, congratulations, and it's my pleasure to present you with this award.
Well, I'm kind of upset that they had made me make this brief because I had a 75-minute speech ready. And But I would like to thank everybody here firstly. And most importantly, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, especially my mom, who's done the yeoman's work bringing me into her family, caring for me, fostering me. And also my dad, who taught me he built my character and he made me the man I am today. And I just want to thank you both for your such generosity and caringness. And I just want to leave with saying love of country leads.
Please join me in one last time congratulating all of our recipients. Just a few more pieces of business. All of these scholarships, some of which were mentioned, are made possible through the generous contributions of many of our donors. Many of our scholarships are made possible through endowed funds, funds that are established through an agreement between the benefactor and the Legacy Foundation to ensure that scholarships are made in perpetuity. As you have heard through the introductions tonight, we awarded for the first time 3 new scholarships made possible through these endowments. I want to take a moment to recognize these individuals. Mr. Charles Kurz, II, who established the Charles Kurz II Education Fund, Leroy Keene, who has established the Keene Family Scholarship, and Ellie Hupp. Ellie was a long-serving member of the scholarship program, passed away in 2020, and has just previously had just previously endowed a scholarship. I'd like to ask Charles Kurz, Leroy, and Ellie's longtime friend Howard Aronson to stand and be recognized. Thank you. As running this program, I get the chance to go off script, as I told you a couple of times. Leroy told me this evening that his 91st birthday is going to be on the 22nd of this month. So I know you'll accommodate me and sing happy birthday to Leroy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leroy. Happy birthday to you. Many more, Leroy. Tonight's incoming scholars, I have a few simple words of advice. One, remember that this scholarship is more than just financial assistance. It should be the beginning of a relationship and an emotional connection to the Union League. A few times you've heard now, we will invite you back to programs and events, but it does come with a responsibility on your part to seek out and take advantage of those opportunities. The Legacy Foundation and the Union League and its members have expectations of you. They include academic excellence, your continued service to the community and to your school, and more importantly, communication. Come back to the League for the programs, be a member of this new community, and I'm sure you can ask a couple of the returning scholars about the many opportunities that will be available to you. There is one more expectation. If I could call on all of the 2021 scholars, both Union League and Able scholarships, to join me up here on stage. This one last expectation is one that you will not likely fulfill for many years, but we believe it may be the most important of them. As you all join me here. The Lincoln letter is a letter that Benjamin Franklin, the Franklin letter, of course I get involved with Abraham Lincoln a lot. The Franklin letter is a letter that Benjamin Franklin wrote to a young man to whom he had lent money. Franklin explained that while he expected no direct repayment of the loan, it was expected for it to be paid forward. Tonight, we ask each of you to formally make this pledge that after you finish college and get established, you too will return the Union League's favor, that you will help someone who is in need of that same assistance. So I will ask each of you one by one to step to the stage, sign the letter, and then proceed to stand on the other side of the podium as the other scholars sign, and I will read it as you're signing. So you'll find one there. The letter goes as follows. In 1784, Benjamin Franklin wrote the following letter to a man named Benjamin Webb. Dear sir, your situation grieves me, and I send you herewith a banknote for 10 Louis d'ors. I do not pretend to give such a sum. I only lend it to you. When you shall return to your country, you cannot fail of getting into some business that will in time enable you to repay all your debts. In that case, when you meet with another honest man in a similar distress, you must pay me by lending the sum to him, enjoin him to discharge the debt by a like operation when he shall be able and shall meet with another such opportunity. I hope it may go thus, go through many hands before it meets with a knave that will stop its progress. This is a trick of mine for doing a great deal of good with a little money. I am not rich enough to afford much in good works, and so am obliged to be cunning and make the most of a little. With best wishes for future prosperity, I am, dear sir, your obedient servant, B. Franklin. By signing below, the recipient agrees to do as Ben Franklin suggested, and return the favor of the Union League scholarship. So thank you all for making this pledge. Remember, it is not a pledge that we will call to check up on. This is your word to pay it forward in your community. It is perhaps the most important part of your responsibilities. So before we close this evening, I'd like to ask Bob Cavalier to come back to the podium for the benediction.
Let us pray. Lord, you have brought together tonight a talented group of young leaders. We ask as they go forth to college that you grant them not only the knowledge they will need in their chosen fields, but also wisdom to apply that knowledge to life experiences. May they use this wisdom to better themselves, their loved ones, and friends, and inspire them to serve as citizen leaders with integrity and honor. Protect them in their travels and for whatever danger may befall them. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Bob. This concludes the program. I hope everyone has enjoyed this evening's ceremony. I hope that each of you will leave the league with the same sense of pride and accomplishment that we all share in our program, in our scholars, but most importantly, in the future that these young students hold in their hands. I just have one last message for our scholars. It is, of course, from Abraham Lincoln. And I quote, "I am a success today because I had a friend who believed in me and I didn't have the heart to let him down." There are thousands of Union League members who believe in you. We know you will succeed, and we look forward to sharing your success. Congratulations. Thanks again, and enjoy the rest of the evening.